Welcome, my name is DLPOV, and My Hero Academia Heroes Rising is a wonderful movie. I've stayed in hiatus of this channel for a while, right? Just due to personal reasons and a lot of stuff that I've been trying to take care of for myself. But this movie it's a movie in a while that, in a long time, that's made me really want to talk about anime and manga again. And can we just celebrate the fact that this movie made over $10 million in the box office? I'll link the article over here and maybe put in the description if I remember. But it's a huge celebration. I'm not saying this because anime movies don't do that too often. I'm saying this mostly because I can't say that we've gotten shitty anime movies in the past. No, we've been getting spoiled on really good anime movies a lot. Like, you got Promare by Studio Trigger, Your Name, Wolf Children. You have like Studio Ghibli is a amazing example of like standalone anime movies that work really, really well and get really popular. But the reason why this to me is a big milestone is because this movie is based off a series. Now, you have multiple series that come out with movies. You'll have like a Steingate's movie, you'll have Naruto movies, you have Full Metal Alchemist movies. Not all of them are amazing, not all of them are great. Some of them are standalone things, some of them are leaning towards the canon but not really. So they're kind of like in this weird ground where they're not 100% an original thing that's by itself and you can watch for itself only. Some of them rely on you knowing something else or being a fan of something else. Uh, and for me, at least, this movie is a great movie by itself and can stand on its own. You get a little introduction in the movie about what the world is in itself. You don't get the full details because you don't have time to go into details, neither about the characters nor about what's been going on throughout the past UA school year. However, as a standalone movie, it would work well on its own, I feel still. And for a movie based off a series, it does an excellent job. Now, this is my non-spoiler review. I'm gonna upload a different spoiler review afterwards. Probably link it in the link below or put it somewhere around here at the end of the video. But let's talk about the plot real quick. Non-spoiler plot basically revolves around class 1A students from UA that go into a little island where they have almost like a internship, not really internship, but they got the opportunity to become pro heroes for a limited time. They get the opportunity to build their own little agency, and they're sent there by their professors. Well, not really. There's more to that, but they get sent basically by their professors to get some real on-hand experience. And this island, I believe the name is Nabu. Nabu Island basically is an island that supposedly has no major incidents going on for it, no villains, no super villains. It's basically just an island with average people that where a lot of heroes don't no longer live. So it's a great hands-on experience for them to become heroes and practice their hero work without being in danger. Which to me, the concept is great. That's a great concept to place them in this isolated area without having to worry about the huge amount of other heroes that are in this universe. And then, long story short, the main villain of the movie, Nine, he's a villain that has a power to absorb quirks, but he can only absorb up to 9 quirks. Therefore, his name Nine. And he's in search of the one quirk, which apparently is situated in this island through a little kid that you probably saw in the trailers. If you watch the trailers, this kid is Katsuma, that's his name. He has a sister, Mahoro, and that brings him to the island, and that brings him in direct conflict with the UA students. I'm not going to get into too much spoilers about why there aren't any pro heroes there with them or whatever, but long story short, that's the base of the story, and the main conflict is the UA students trying to save these two kids, Katsuma and his sister, from being from having his quirk taken from this villain that apparently needs this one last quirk to be perfect, and you know, the whole one for all for one ish very type of motive of like bringing in a new era, new world of his own. Overall, the movie's excellent. It's pretty great. Like, if I had to say so myself, I would say this is a strong 9 out of 10. I have a couple of little nitpicks, but they get a little bit into the most more spoilerish area of the topic of the movie. But it's a very strong 9 out of 10. I absolutely love this movie, and yeah, no, there's not much else to say other than if you are a My Hero Academia fan, if you watch the anime, if you read the manga, go into this movie. You're gonna find a lot of little things that you like. If you're all an anime only watcher, I would suggest you go in with like you would into any action movie, like brainless action movie, and that just go in and enjoy the ride. You're gonna see a character here and there that you may be asking of yourself, "Oh, what is going on with this?" And later in the manga, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's him." I mean, later in the anime, you'll be like, "Oh, that's him." But don't think about it too much. If you're an anime only watcher, it's a nice experience to have it in theaters. Definitely, I had a lot of luck because the theater that I went to was on a very secluded date, a very secluded day, a very secluded time. So I was kind of by myself in the theater too, with two other people, which was perfect, quiet. Got to enjoy the movie for myself, and like I said, anime only watchers, don't worry about it. Watch the movie, enjoy the ride. And funny enough, it's worth noting also that this movie, according to some interviews, this movie was supposedly the original ending of My Hero Academia, but obviously that's not happening. This is just kind of like an in between movie, and at the end of the day, it's hard to tell whether or not where this movie lands in the timeline, but I will say that this movie definitely will land after this season because you're gonna see some cool stuff that after you finish watching this movie and you're watching the anime along with me, because I'm watching the anime right there with you every Saturday. Uh, you're gonna start noticing gadgets or things that you haven't seen before that are maybe a little bit more important, that you haven't seen Deku or anyone else use in the past. So 9 out of 10. Go watch the movie. If you want my full-on spoiler review, I will probably place it right over here somewhere. I don't know. Who knows? But that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about the movie, unless you want to leave a comment on the other movie where it's a little bit more spoilerish. So beware of spoilers in the other video. I'll let you know that beforehand. And yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.